2 of our opening night doubleheader, Red Ravens NEO Norsemen here from Veterans Memorial Stadium. I'm Shane Neal. It's the Red Ravens Sports Network. Before we get started with tonight's action, we'll get you the starting lineups for NEO, but let's meet the starters for Stephen Harrison's Red Ravens here in the season opener.
Ryu Yamazaki, Tokyo, Japan.
Tenyo Kato, Japan.
Davi Rosito, Brasil. Archie Warland, Peterborough, England.
Samuel Montero, San Jose, Costa Rica.
I'm Leo Suzuki, I'm from Japan.
Emi Jurelli, Germany.
Hello, Junior Mangua, Germany.
Alejandro Sevilla, San Jose, Costa Rica.
Lev Ivanitsky, Ukraine.
André Moraes, Brasil.
There you have Coach Harrison's 4-2-3-1 here he'll be using in the season opener against NEO. And again, in goal, it's Ryu Yamazaki on that back line for the Red Ravens. You've got Seiyo Kato, as well as Davi Rosito, number 5, Archie Waterland, number 2, Samuel Montero. In the middle for the Red Ravens, it's number 7, Reo Suzuki, and number 6, Amin Jueli. The attacking midfielders for the Red Ravens, Elo Jr., as well as number 8, Alejandro Sevilla, and number 23, Lev Ivanitsky. And for the Ravens, the forward tonight is number 9, Andre Morais. For NEO, who are led by interim head coach Tyler Dowdett, they'll be rocking the 4-3-3 in tonight's game. In goal, it's the sophomore, number 0, Sebastian Lara. The back line for the Norsemen, number 2, Jacob Cook, number 3, Jason Newman, number 4, Krum Eftimov, and number 31, Alexander Descalso. In the middle for the Norsemen, number 6, Charlie Ray, number 18, Luca Enderby, and number 26, that is Xander Floyd. And the forwards for NEO tonight, number 7, Diego Arjona, number 9, Jose Cedeno, and number 10, Sebastian Arjona. Look at that. That's wicked. Shane Neal here with you on the Red Ravens Sports Network. Big thank you to executive producer Ryan Leiker, field photographer Benjamin Matthews, and camera operators Carly Dameron and Esme Smith. Happy to bring you Red Ravens soccer here on opening night. Ladies got the night started with a 3-0 victory, and now the men will look to make it a 2-0 night. They are in the whites, while NEO in the visiting blues. Coach Harrison has very lofty expectations for this Red Raven men's program. A lot of returners from last year's team, Reo Suzuki, Alejandro Sevilla, Samuel Montero, just a couple of them. And he said, you know, he wasn't shy about it. Coach Harrison said he expects this team to compete for a Jayhawk Conference title. The Jayhawk Conference has them 5th in the preseason projected order of finish, but as we know, the preseason predicted order of finish doesn't mean much, and we'll see if the Ravens can make an early statement on the field here tonight. Happy you're with us here on this Thursday night. Still a toasty one here in Coffeyville, but now that the sun's gone down, we expect it to cool down as we play on in match number 2. We are underway. Raven will take the first possession of the night. This is Davi Rosito, the freshman out of Brazil. And he quickly sends it back to Ryu Yamazaki. Elo Jr. tried to control that, could not. And the ball free and kept alive by the Ravens. Elo Jr. beats one defender, beats 2, and I guess they say that ball did go out of bounds. In fact, it'll be a throw-in for NEO. Pardon me, it was a foul against the Norsemen, so it's that part of the field I don't see very well, Ryan, so you know, it's not a good excuse, but it's the excuse I'm using here tonight. Yamazaki, NEO playing a lot more aggressive than their female counterparts did in terms of trying to speed up this Raven back line. Alejandro Sevilla Tries to get it to the corner, and that one taken away by the Norseman. That one sent downfield, and 50-50 ball controlled by Coffeyville after being head by Kato, and that'll be out of play for an NEO throw. Interesting are the NEO Norsemen. They are led by, like I said, interim head coach Tyler Doughtit, who is a 2021 graduate of high school and a 2023 graduate of college. This is one of the youngest coaches in all of junior college, and he's making his coaching debut, his head coaching debut tonight against a pretty solid Coffeyville side. So a lot of pressure for Coach Doughtit, but we were talking to him a little bit earlier today, and very cool guy, and obviously, of course, after tonight's over, we wish him the best as the season goes on. Yamazaki sent that one straight up in the air, and we had contact. It'll stay with NEO. And they get it down into the box. Double team comes from the Raven defense, and well defended there by Coffeyville. Elo Jr. faces heavy pressure out of play. It'll be a Raven throw. Coffeyville looking to start a new athletic season with a 2-0 night. Lady Ravens handled their business with a 3-0 defeat. Goals scored, or 3-0 defeat of NEO. Goals scored by Ruby Donka, as well as Millie Jones and Valeria Romero. And in the college debut of Isabella Grundy, how about a clean sheet? Ravens have possession now. NEO's held the ball for much of the first 3 minutes of the night, and they're going to play this one back to their keeper. That's Sebastian Lara. Early possession advantage to the visiting Norsemen. Here in the 4th minute. This one played back, and the Ravens will play it to Root Yamazaki, freshman goalie out of Tokyo. This one played down to the corner. That's Seiyo Kato. And Rosito back to Yamazaki. Go to that other side. That's Archie Waterland. And a quick throw in. NEO's got a little bit of space here outside the box. That one blocked nicely by Montero. Out of play, and looks like that's going to be a corner kick for the Norsemen. So some early pressure from NEO. And they're going to get a great opportunity here to take an early 1-goal advantage here on the road. Corner kick coming from the far side for the Norsemen. Early in this one, 5th minute. They send it in, and it's headed away. Well played by the Red Ravens. NEO trying to keep possession alive, and that one deflected. Elo Jr. got a piece of it. And the Ravens able to knock that one well back out of danger. Still NEO throw, but now back on their side of the field. These games originally scheduled for 5 and 7 got moved back to 6 and 8 due to the incredibly high temperatures we've had recently in the 4 states, and that one saved by Root Yamazaki. Low line drive and scoops it into the chest. Yamazaki's got a boot. We saw him in these exhibition games. He can send it. And he sends this one on to NEO's side of the field. And that's Kato, able to control the possession for the Red Ravens. They play it onto the far side. A little bit of space. Here's Archie Waterland, freshman out of England. A good balance of freshmen and sophomores here for Coffeyville and NEO, and Yamazaki, a lot of danger there, able to get rid of it. Coffeyville now trying to go on the attack up ahead, and a chance here as a trailing player comes through. Looking for the angle, and NEO seals that off nicely. It'll be a goal kick. 7th minute, not much action here so far for the Red Ravens. They've played some strong defense, but NEO's controlled possession, and we have a scoreless game here in the nightcap. Big thanks to Dirk Andrews. I'm going to give credit to Ryan for this because this was Ryan's doing, but Dirk Andrews saying that the opening graphic and the lineups are cool, and we appreciate that. That's what we were going for, was cool. So we appreciate that. Just trying to do things a little bit differently here on the Red Raven Sports Network. Corner kick here for Coffeyville, and their best opportunity of the night so far. Sent into the box, and Elo Jr. nearly got it on target. Laura able to keep it out. Junior is a big target down there, 6'1", 180. And he just about put that one home for the Red Ravens. Coffeyville's got some tall guys on this team. Peterson, 6'2", Waterland, 6'1", Juili, 6'1", Elo Jr., 6'1", Rosito, 6 foot. I think Coffeyville could be one of the more dangerous corner kick teams in JUCO this year. Ravens still applying pressure on the NEO side of the field. Cross goes too high and out of play. It'll be an NEO goal kick. Norsemen and Ravens deadlocked about 10 minutes in. This one played back to Root Yamazaki. Play. This will be a Raven throw. Mentioned a pair of Jayhawk teams are in action on the American football side tonight. Hutchinson and Dodge City. Blue Dragons lead 42-7 at halftime against Cisco. The beat rolls on for Hutchinson football. How about that? Dodge City, New Mexico military just kicked off out in Roswell. Good friend of mine, Joe Blake, the radio voice of the Conquistadors. Wish him the best tonight. Dodge City trying to bounce back after a 3-7 season a year ago. Hutchinson, well, Hutchinson is Hutchinson. That one sent down to Sebastian Lara. He'll scoop it up and control it for the Norsemen. We've hit that time of the night where the refinery looks like the Chicago skyline. I always love telling the story. When I first moved out here, I'm from a big city. When I first moved out here, I did a high school football playoff game sitting in this seat right here. And I looked out there, and I wasn't sure. I didn't know what the refinery was yet. It was my first week in Coffeyville, and I thought it was a big city. I was like, are we that close to Tulsa? NEO controls it here on the Coffeyville side. Looking for a pass there and finding one, and a nice spin move there. Trying to get some space, and it's just wide. That was one of the better setups, probably the best setup of the night. Yamazaki looked like he was beat, and it goes off the side of the net. Ravens catch a break. Yamazaki. Pretty tactical pass there for one that went about 40 yards. This one played back to Sebastian Lara. well defended there. That's Archie Waterland. A little bit of help from Samuel Montero and Reo Suzuki. Now NEO tries to counter, and well defended again by the Red Ravens. Yamazaki in trouble again. NEO really has been aggressive, chasing down the Raven keeper. That's a great pass there from the back line. Contact, and they're going to play on. Alejandro Sevilla trying to draw the foul. And it looks like they may have finally blown that whistle. But we play on. Ravens have it on their own side and trying to get some space. Pass it back to Davi Rosito. Elo Jr. has it. He's got some speed if you can get him in space, and here he goes. Ravens now have a little bit of separation. Elo Jr. on the far side. He's worked his way to the other side of the field. Maybe trying to line something up. He's tripped. A lot of contact. Is that our first card of the night? Just outside the box. Looks like they will hold off from pulling out the yellow card, but it is going to be a great free kick opportunity for the Red Ravens. "32 minutes to go, first half. And did the offside flag come up? Is that what happened there? Oh. He kicked it so quick I missed it. Davi Rosito tries to control it with a header and slowed down by the Red Ravens. 50-50 ball and still loose. And finally it'll end up with Coffeyville. Alejandro Sevilla chips it through. Ravens, that'll be a corner. It might have been deflected. Maybe it wasn't. And it ends up not being. Yes, it was. There we go. I was going to say, if he didn't tip that, that was the biggest optical illusion I've ever seen. I saw the Raven attacker kind of act like he just missed it, and it threw me off. But, yeah, that was 100% deflected. So a Raven corner here tonight. We didn't have a corner kick in the ladies' game until probably about 65 minutes into the game. We've had, 4 already here in this one? Corner kick here for Coffeyville. And they'll go short, and NEO played that beautifully. And now they're trying to go on the counter attack. And some separation, and that's going to be a goal for NEO. Yamazaki could not stop it. The first goal of the night comes courtesy of Sebastian Arjona of the Norsemen. With 30-32 to go in the first half. Oh, no goal. They wave it offside. Wow. A card has been pulled as well. So it looks like, I don't know. I'm not sure if there was contact with the goalie after the goal, or so the goal counts. There was a card given after the goal against NEO. Not sure if that was for the celebration or if that was for contact with Yamazaki or what that was, but it is 1-0 NEO after the goal by the freshman forward Sebastian Arjona. NEO brought some serious pressure tonight, and that pressure's turned into a goal here in the 15th minute. That one played up in the air, Yamazaki. Ravens have possession, now trailing by a goal. Coffeyville, in 19 matches played last year, had 6 ties, including 5 ties in conference play. And they never stop play. Ravens are going to try to go, and they have numbers. Elo Jr. looking for space, cuts it back inside, and tries to leave it for a teammate. That one chipped up in the air, still free, and sent high. We have an NEO player that's a little slow getting up here on the near side of the field. Looks like while they tend to the injured Norsemen, we're going to take our first hydration break of the night. 1-0 NEO. Goal scored by Sebastian Arjona in the 15th minute. Ravens down a goal. We'll be right back here on the Red Raven Sports Network. One 0 NEO, 29:04 to go in the first half here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Shane Neal with you here on the Red Raven Sports Network opening night. Red Raven Soccer in 2026. Ladies won 3-0 in our first game of the night. Now the Raven men have a corner kick here out of the hydration break. That one sent out of the box. I should say further out of the box. And played back where Coffeyville will once again take possession. It looks like they're going to line that up for a goal kick. Goal scored in the 15th minute by Sebastian Arjona. Root Yamazaki went for a dive to try and stop the ball on the counterattack and could not come away with it, and Arjona able to tuck it home. So far across both of our matches tonight, all 4 goals that have been scored, 3 of them have been first career goals by true freshmen. NEO came out with quite a bit of intensity. I think really kind of caught this Red Raven back line off guard, and see how Coffeyville adjusts as we go on. Ravens have it now, but again, a lot of physicality from this NEO side. Seo Kato back to Root Yamazaki. And the Ravens try to advance out of play. I'm learning as we go. Maybe somebody in the comments can help us, but I thought if you decided to have a hydration break, because this one taken by NEO, I'll elaborate here in a second. There we go. Yamazaki scoops it up. But again, NEO applying that pressure. Here's the takeaway. And the Norsemen again on the attack. Slowed down and sent wide, where there are two Norsemen out there. That one sent out of play, and looks like that'll be a Red Raven goal kick. But I thought if the teams agreed to a hydration break, you had a hydration break in both halves. In our first game of the night, we had 2 hydration breaks in the first half and not a single one in the second half. And now we've had one here in the first half. I don't know. Is it a temperature thing? It can't be a temperature thing because we just had one. Again, if somebody in the comments knows, listen. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm, Ian Dark or anything like that, and I've called the World Cup. I don't know. Let me know what the rules of hydration breaks are. And how do we get them up in the broadcast booth? Looks like a foul committed against NEO. Ravens will take possession. Ravens still kind of looking for that first premier opportunity of the night. They've spent most of this first half playing defense so far. NEO has it now deep in their own territory. A nice pass up ahead, headed backwards and settled down by Seo Kato for the Red Ravens, the freshman out of Japan. Play it back to Root Yamazaki. Ravens a little bit of space now here on the right side. And they play it forward. Coffeyville into NEO territory. Can they drop their first big attacking chance of the night? They play it back to Davi Rosito. And now Seo Kato. Kato with a cross, and it got over the first defender, and we're going to have a one-on-one here, and well sealed by NEO. It's still free. Ravens have it, and they chip it in. It's going to be a goal and an equalizer for Coffeyville. They did not give up on the play, and they find a cutting attacker. We are knotted at 1. Did not get a good look on who scored that goal. Ryan was in the wide camera. But we are tied, and the Ravens not giving up on the play. They win that one-on-one, and they find one of the midfielders cutting in. We are deadlocked here at the vet. Pretty equalizer from the Red Ravens. That's the first that was our 5th goal of the night scored, Ryan, and that's the first one where I didn't see who scored it. I think that's a pretty good. That's not bad for the night one. I'm going to head over to RRSN's comment section, see if maybe somebody saw it. Please feel free to let me know who scored the goal if you know who did it, because I don't. And I want to make sure they get their credit. 1-1 our score, about the halfway point here the first half. So NEO struck first in the 15th minute. The Ravens with the equalizer in the 22nd minute. So it did not take very long for Coffeyville to get that tying goal. Yamazaki sends it to Elo Jr. That's a great pass. There you go. Looks like Ryan did get a zoom in there. That was number 9, Andre Morais, getting the goal for the Red Ravens, the freshman forward out of Brazil, able to tie it up. going back and finding that. 1-1 our score, halfway point here in the first half. Pair of freshman attackers with goals for either side. For NEO, Sebastian Arjona. For the Red Ravens, Andre Marais. Now NEO on the attack once again, and a cross comes in. Nobody home. That one over the head of Davi Rosito, and a Red Raven goal kick. Yamazaki, he's had the ball quite a bit here in this first half and sends it to the near side where the Ravens will try to draw up a play. The passing over the last couple minutes has been very good, but as I say, that a turnover, and NEO can't take advantage of it. Scooped up by Yamazaki. Ravens with the possession, tied at 1. A little bit of momentum back on Coffeyville's side. Through the legs of Seo Kato. Played back to the sophomore goalkeeper, Sebastian Lara. NEO, a little bit of pressure now from Coffeyville's side. NEO able to evade some pressure, and they work it ahead, but now that one's taken away. Elo Jr. tries to spin. He finds a pass. And up ahead, this is going to be a Raven attacking opportunity. Kato. And a nice move there. Ravens control possession. That's Reo Suzuki that had it there on the near side making some moves. Yamazaki, a good 20 yards out of the goal. He's going to make a pass up ahead. And the Ravens are going to draw some contact, and it's a free kick. Ravens quickly play it in again and try to go with numbers. Coffeyville on the attack. This one's sent in, and Lara makes the catch. Minutes to go, first half. 1-1 game here in the nightcap at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Happy to be with you here in the season opener on Red Raven Sports Network. Ravens have it again, and they have some serious momentum right now. That one played out of play. It'll be a Raven throw. Was it still 1-0 when you got here, Ryan, in the first game? Or was it 2? Okay. I was going to give you credit for 3 goals being scored since you've been here, but it's only 2. Okay. I thought it might have been still 1-0 when you got here, and I was about to give you a good luck charm diagnosis. We still might have to have a couple more before we go down that rabbit hole. 19 minutes to go, first half, tied at 1. This one played back onto the Ravens side of the pitch. Archie Waterland slows it down, and he'll feed Yamazaki. Davi Rosito with pressure from NEO. He beats the defender. He might have gotten away with a foul. He grabbed Rosito by the jersey. Ravens try to dissect their way up the field. And that pass ended up between the 2 players, but NEO really couldn't do much with it. Coffeyville takes it back. And now Coffeyville draws up a play, and they've got a chance here on the attack. Elo Jr. tries to play it down into the middle, and NEO does a nice job with that one. Lev Ivanitsky keeps it alive. Ivanitsky. It's tough to say between Peñela Wuchukwu and Lev Ivanitsky who my toughest name was going to be tonight, but I think I did okay with both. That's always the biggest anxiety inducer of opening night, is trying to get that tough name right on the first try. Ravens trying to continue to apply some heavy pressure. Now NEO tries to go the other way on the counter. Archie Waterland is back there, one-on-one here for the Norseman. Waterland tries to direct him outside, and that is premier defending by the freshman out of England. Contact and a foul against NEO. Archie Waterland was on an island right there. It was him and the attacking forward for the Norseman, and if he got beat, NEO was going to have a great shot at a second goal, and not only did he not get beat, he played that about as well as you could play that. As we go under 17 minutes to go in the first half. Davi Rosito into the middle. That's Reo Suzuki. And Suzuki able to find Waterland. Waterland with pressure coming finds Yamazaki. That's not the best pass of the night. Yamazaki got to hurry back in goal, and he makes a nice catch. NEO had a shot there, but Yamazaki able to recover and make the save. And another not great pass by the Ravens. This one does find its way to Ivanitsky. NEO Jr. couldn't quite control it on the move to the outside. It'll be an NEO throw. 16 minutes to go, first half. Goal by NEO in the 15th minute. Goal by the Ravens in the 22nd minute. If you're just now joining us, first Raven goal of the season scored by Andre Morais, the freshman out of Brazil. I think we have a couple guys on the roster that we might have to double check because he says in his video he's from Brazil. And I can promise you Lev Ivanitsky is not from Japan. Just going to tell you that now. We might have to double check a couple of those with Coach. I think we might have mixed a couple up. If I'm remembering correctly from the video, I believe Lev Ivanitsky is from Ukraine. This one played into the box. Ravens do a nice job of parrying it away. Elo Jr., man, does he have some speed. This guy gets the ball. Watch out. They play it down forward and contact. They let it go, and it's an NEO throw. It's been a physical first half. Both of these teams have been very physical. Momentum's gone back and forth in the first 30 minutes. Feels like these last 14 are going to be very important. Heading into the locker room. And this one settled down by Archie Waterland. Earlier today, Waterland named one of the captains of Red Raven soccer this year. Ivanitsky. Excuse me, that's Kato. Kato finds Reo Suzuki. Kato cuts inside, gets some space. Goes to that far side where he finds, I believe that's number 10, Lazar Zlatovic. Kato. Ravens now work into NEO territory. This is Elo Jr. trying to get it down into the box. NEO in trouble. It's a battle for it. They come away with it. That's going to be a foul. A little too aggressive there from the Red Ravens, and there'll be a goal kick here for NEO. foul was called on one of the new Ravens. That is Oliver Nassau, 6'2", out of Peterborough in the United Kingdom. Joined the Ravens a little late. Transfer from Fort Scott Community College. Bet Coach Harrison very happy. There's just, 2 weeks before the season starts, less than 2 weeks before the season starts, and all of a sudden there's a 6'2" midfielder in the transfer portal from an hour away. That feels like you just stumbled across a golden ticket right there. This one up in the air, 50-50 ball here, controlled by Coffeyville. This is Zlatovic. Zlatovic has a man outside. He can't quite get the pass home. Neo takes it away. Now they have numbers on the counterattack. Trying to get it to the center. It's going to be a shot on target and a nice save. Going down low to make the catch, Root Yamazaki. We stay deadlocked, 1-1, 11:40 to go first half. Neo with another takeaway. Pinballs around, and the Ravens take it away. This has been, I feel like, about as 50-50 as you could be through 35 minutes. I couldn't tell you who's been better at anything, really. And it'll be a Raven throw after a battle for it on the far sideline. And they find Seo Katsu, freshman out of Japan. He's had the ball quite a bit in this first half. And again, they were trying to hit the big 6'2" transfer, Oliver Nassau. Played back to the goalkeeper, Sebastian Lara. Sends one downfield. That was actually a really nice kick by Lara. Yamazaki able to steer it away of the attacker. And Suzuki tries to play it to the near side and does. Reo Suzuki in trouble, and that one taken away. Ravens have had some crisp passing at times, but they've also had some sloppy giveaways in this first half. Has not quite cost them yet. 1-1, Ravens have possession. Suzuki. Back to Archie Waterland. Waterland feeds Yamazaki. Yamazaki goes back to the far side. I believe that's Amin Jueli. And here come the Ravens again. They find Nassau. Nassau. Trying to feed there. That was, I believe, Herbie Hilliard into the game. And contact there. We play on. That one steered clear. And it'll be an Neo throw. 9:15 to go in this first half. It's so funny to me, the different perspectives that we have across different sports. Where we're talking about Oliver Nassau, how big he is, 6'2", 185. That is a massive midfielder here in the Jayhawk Conference. But 6'2", 185 is an undersized point guard for Jay Herkelman. No disrespect intended to Brian Griffin, starting his senior year at Niagara. Proving 5'11 point guards can get it done, too. 8.5 to go. Neo has it on the Coffeyville side of the field. Cross into the box, and Yamazaki, Superman dive to poke that out of there. It'll be an Neo throw. I'm not 100% sure he had to do it, but man, did it look cool. Eight minutes to go first half. Tied at 1. We have not had a goal scored in about 20 minutes. Both teams scored early. Both defenses have tightened up. NEO, a little bit of lackadaisical passing there, deep in their own territory. That's going to be a Red Raven throw. Ravens control it just on their own side of the field, and now we'll send it back to Yamazaki. Another dangerous pass. NEO steals it. Yamazaki retreats. NEO with an opportunity here. Coffeyville able to set up defensively. They work it to the middle. Now they find a player on the outside of the box. That one knocked down. I believe that was Jueli who knocked it down, and now still free. Into the box it goes, and the Ravens able to steer that one away. Back into the box. Still danger here for the Red Ravens. Davi Rosito finally able to track it down and find Reo Suzuki. Ravens send it down to their side of the field, and decent chance here for Coffeyville, but Laura sends that one about 85 yards into the night, and Yamazaki makes the catch. Something I've noticed in the first 40 minutes of this game, I don't know if Laura might have the better leg than Root Yamazaki when it comes to these goal kicks. Yamazaki can really put a pass on target. That's impressive. That's hard to do. That's going to be a foul against the Red Ravens. Call that one on the sophomore Samuel Montero. NEO possession, 5.5 minutes to go until halftime. And a one-on-one opportunity here. That one, Laura could not get it out of the box. It's still free, and finally, I believe that's going to be an NEO throw-in. We have had some very sketchy opportunities for both of these teams so far in this first half. Yeah, I don't think I'd be surprised if this was 3-3 right now. Both of these goaltenders, Sebastian Lara and Root Yamazaki, have been hyper-aggressive, leaving their box, honestly, almost trying to be a part of the offense. Ravens able to control the 50-50 ball, and they work it to Seo Kato. Ball down low and contact there. Foul is called against the Norsemen. So as we're about to enter the 42nd minute now, Ravens will have it in NEO territory. Can they draw up a go-ahead goal in these final minutes? Zlatovic tries to play it ahead. That one sent a mile into the air. 50-50 ball here, and again, won by the Ravens. Still loose now, and finally NEO able to collect it. Up ahead, and this one going to get too far out in front of the attacker. And Davi Rosito, the one who runs it down for the Red Ravens. Played in, and Yamazaki runs in, makes the catch. NEO still on the attack here. Late first half. They're going to have a crossing opportunity here. That cross going to get through and just high on the back post. There was an attacker there. That was coming in, number 3, Jason Newman. And if that pass was about 6 inches lower, we might be talking about a 2-1 lead for the Norsemen. Instead, we stay level. 2:45 to go first half. Now the Ravens try to work their way around some pressure. Tried to play it ahead to Zlatovic. Lazar Zlatovic, he's from Serbia. Raven throw here with 2:18 to go in the first half. And that's the transfer midfielder, Oliver Nassau. St. John Fisher Catholic product in Peterborough in the United Kingdom. Same hometown as Archie Waterland. Raven defense does a nice job. That's a big shove right there in the back. And they will call that all day, every day. That's a yellow card right there. That looked like A.J. Bracey next Saturday night in Miami, making a tackle on the running back. Looks like we'll redo that free kick. Clock did stop with 1:11 to go while they line this up. And now the clock going again. They play it back to Yamazaki. Yamazaki. Ravens with some quick passes. Zlatovic. Nice pass there. Ravens with a little bit of pressure here late in this first half. Here they go into Enio territory. Reo Suzuki. Suzuki leaves it for Seo Kato. Kato back to Suzuki. Suzuki plays it to the near side. That's Zlatovic. Lazar Zlatovic trying to find some space. He beats one defender. Chip into the box. Raven backs it up at the post. It's deflected. Zlatovic on target and off the side of the net. The freshman from Serbia knows he was about a foot away from his first collegiate goal. He can't believe it. His face in his jersey as he trots back the other way. So Enio dodges a late bullet in this first half. It has been a fun one here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Back and forth. Who wants it? We're going to find out in the final 45 minutes. Our score at the break, 1-1 Enio in Coffeyville. Goal scored early by Sebastian Arjona of the Norsemen, but the answer from Andre Marais of Coffeyville. We're deadlocked at 1. Second half action coming up right after this. You're watching Red Raven Soccer on the Red Raven Sports Network. Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, tied at 1 as we start the second half here at the Red Ravens season opener. Shay Neal with you here on the Red Raven Sports Network, and happy to be here. Big thank you to our entire game day crew. Executive producer Ryan Leiker, camera operators Carly Dameron and Esme Smith, and our field photographer Ben Matthews. We're always going to be set up for success, Ryan, when I'm the least talented person on the staff, and that's exactly what's the case here tonight. Beautiful night here at the Vet. A little bit toasty, but it's ended up being a great night for a season opener, and here come the Ravens. Ello Jr. NEO scored in the 15th minute. Ravens tied it up in the 22nd minute. Coffeyville now looks to go on an early attack here in the second half. That one sent a little bit too long. Looks like they were looking for Lev Ivanitsky. Beg your pardon, Ivanitsky on this side. Pass might have been intended for Alejandro Sevilla. Taken away by Samuel Montero. This is Reo Suzuki. Suzuki. Ravens trying to set up again. Will have a throw. Early second half, and this is going to be a fun finish. We had a neck-and-neck first 45 minutes. We expect more of the same here as this one reaches its conclusion. Again, if you have joined us recently, Red Raven athletic events starting to ramp up. Volleyball gets their season started in Texas tomorrow. We'll have cross country in their first meet of the year out in Hutchinson next week. Red Raven football, they get their season started next weekend when they take on NEO in Miami. And of course, Red Raven volleyball has their home opener on Wednesday when they take on Seminole State. Red Raven soccer will be next in action on Sunday night. They take on NOC Enid. Coffeyville looking to make it a 2-0 season opener. We got some bikers making their way through here outside the stadium. That's got to be some type of club, right? I can't imagine there's just conveniently like 8 of them. I'm trying to figure out what type of bike that is, because I don't think that's your standard bike, but I don't think it's an electric bike either. I can't tell. Into the box, Ravens trying to knock it down, and NEO able to clear it. This has been an action-packed game so far. Both these teams have had their fair share of opportunities. These are two very evenly matched teams here, at least on this Thursday night. That one sent way out of play. That might have reached the stands. I know we're going to celebrate this more during football season, but this is technically, with tonight being the season opener for Red Raven Soccer, it's the start of the 25th year at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Four minutes into the second half, still 1-1. Raven throw as Rosito dishes it back to Yamazaki. That one chipped forward but settled down there. That's Krum Eftimov. Could be Krum, but I'm going to go with Krum because I think that's cooler. That one handled by Yamazaki. In my defense, they did not have pronunciations for these guys on NEO's website, so I am working with what I got, folks. Ravens now come on the attack, and they work it to the near side, and that one just out of reach for Reo Suzuki. Again, like we mentioned earlier, good balance of freshmen and sophomores on this Red Raven roster. Guys that return that made an impact a year ago, but plenty of hungry newcomers ready to try to take this team to the next level and compete for a Jayhawk title. Of course, you got to go up against the likes of Cali and very talented programs like Barton County. But a win tonight would get you off to a hot start, and it's been a fun one. Battle for possession here, and that one out of play. There the Bikers go. Just doing a lap. This one played forward. Ravens try to keep it. That was a great flick by the man who scored the goal tonight, Andre Marais. So impressive to me to see them get that leg straight up in the air, like parallel with their head. Neo clears this one way back onto the Coffeyville side of the field. And, whoa, collision there between Rosito and Yamazaki, and that went about as smooth as it could have for the Ravens, considering that could have been disastrous. Yamazaki tried to clear it, ended up sending it into the side of Rosito, and Ravens able to keep possession and just sail it out of play for an Neo throw-in, but again, that could have been much worse. That could have led to a shot on target. Nearing about 10 minutes into this second half. Still 1-1. Both of these defenses have tightened up after 2 early goals. You feel like that's going to be a Red Raven throw. Beg your pardon, they change it to an Neo throw. And that's going to be a decent pass. Knocked down, deflected, and scooped by Yamazaki. Feels like with how these defenses have tightened up, as I mentioned, that the next goal, if there is a next goal, has a pretty good chance of being the game-winning goal. That was Amin Jueli. Ravens try to send it forward. And Coffeyville, that one intercepted. That's Neo's Jacob Cook. And he plays it into the box where nobody home except for Root Yamazaki. Free kick coming here for the Norsemen. I guess was the backup ball not ready? I suppose they just went and got the one. But see where they're going to line this up at. They're going to send it into the box, and the Ravens played that nicely. Outside of the box, though, a chance and just high. That was a rocket. If that's on target, Yamazaki doesn't have time to react. But just a hair high, and the Ravens will get a goal kick. Coffeyville has possession now, works their way forward. And some space now for Reo Suzuki into the box. Good chance, and Neo recovers just enough to get a piece of it. Best chance Coffeyville's had in the second half. That went out of play and off of the Red Ravens. Throw in here and battle for possession, and that one, Ravens able to knock it up in the air, and the Ravens are going to have possession here. Sending it forward. That's Samuel Montero handing it off. Lev Ivanitsky. Ivanitsky with space. Sends it into the box. Just enough of it there. Jacob Cook was in there, as was Jason Newman. Pair of sophomore, I should say one freshman, one sophomore. Doing the job there for the Norsemen. They send that one high. Ravens try to run it down. It's free! And Coffeyville going to get a gift. As the goalie could not control it. And the Red Ravens have the lead. 2-1 Coffeyville to score. Not the most conventional way to score a goal, but the Ravens will take it any way they can get it. And it's 2-1 Coffeyville. We're having a little bit of a scoreboard malfunction there. We'll get that ironed out as soon as we can. (2-1) Ravens now with 33:45 to go. On a little bit of a gift. And I'm going to have Ryan double check and confirm for me. But I believe that might have been the second goal of the night for Maurice. Looked like it might have been number 9 in there again. Slipped through the goalie's hands, and the Ravens able to punch it home. They lead 2-1. That one sent in and just wide. Now we're having a little bit of a malfunction with the time on the scoreboard, so. There, it finally got going again. Coffeyville sends serious pressure, and a foul is called on Elo Jr. Both Raven goals tonight have been scored on the far side of the field where I've had trouble seeing the numbers, so we have a Norseman player a little slow to get up. I think they're going to let the clock on the scoreboard do a little catch-up here. This one sent deep into Coffeyville territory, and a 50-50 header is settled down by Neo. Ravens 2, Norsemen 1. One taken away by Coffeyville. Here they come on the attack again. Ivanitsky. Pass to Elo Jr. on the far side. Jr. tries to slow it down and does. Now looks to make a move. Gets to the middle where pressure comes. He escapes the pressure. That one blocked. Still loose. And that one bounces over the head of Samuel Montero. Neo with a nice backheel pass there. Pass up ahead. And Ivanitsky gets a piece of it and able to win the possession back for the Red Ravens. Yamazaki ahead, and they try to hit Maurice. He's got space again. Ravens on the attack. And that one a little bit behind Montero. Neo able to take possession away. About 31 and a half minutes to play in this one, and 2-1 lead for the Red Ravens with the goal in the second half. Still trying to confirm who scored it. I believe it was Andre Marais. I'm going to wait for validation on that. If it is Marais, it's his second of the night. NEO now comes the other way. That one well defended by Davi Rosito. NEO tries to send one down. Yamazaki diving save. Coffeyville with a 2-1 lead. They attack. That one gets through and deflected and spun away there. That's Krum Eftimov once again, the experienced sophomore defender. That one sent back. Yamazaki. And contact there. Yamazaki wants the foul call, and I think he got it. Contact with the goalkeeper, Root Yamazaki. And we're going to have a stoppage in play. We're going to hit a hydration break. Ravens with a 2-1 lead, a go-ahead goal. Now they got to defend it for 30 minutes. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Ravens 2, NEO 1. You're watching Red Raven Soccer here on the Red Raven Sports Network. Two-1 Ravens. We resume here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And we're still trying to determine who scored that goal. We're now pivoting towards, we think it might have been number 7, Reo Suzuki, with that second goal for the Red Ravens tonight. There's about 4 Raven bodies in there, and Ryan's trying to navigate who was the one that kicked it in. But we're now pivoting towards, we think it might have been Reo Suzuki. If there's anybody watching on the Red Raven Sports Network that knows, please let us know. But we want to make sure the guy gets credit for it. Free kick coming here for NEO. From about the 30-yard line. Into the box, headed up, and just wide out of play. And was it off of NEO? It looks like it was. Oh, they're going to award a corner, and I don't think the Ravens can believe it. Rosito and Yamazaki are very unhappy. Coffeyville insisting that was off of the Norseman. Across into the box, that one straight up in the air and out of play. Another corner kick attempt here. And that one, a line drive that skips through the box. And the Ravens battle for it, and contact there, and the Ravens with a clean takeaway, and they send it long, where Lara will play it and keep the possession with NEO. 28 minutes to go, Ravens 2 and Norseman 1. Chipped ahead, and this is going to be a tough defensive effort, and nice play made by Archie Waterland. Still a battle for possession. Ravens try to slow it down, and they do. That one intercepted as they tried to get it inside to Suzuki. NEO tries to go on the counterattack here. Some numbers for the Norsemen. And well defended once again by Coffeyville's back line. And Lara will come out to handle this. Seo Kato heads it up into the air. This one ends up with Root Yamazaki. Yamazaki will take some seconds off the clock before he corrals it. It's a very high IQ play by a guy making his collegiate debut tonight. Every second matters when these two teams are evenly matched like this. That one sent straight up in the air. Ello Jr. tries to run it down. Out of play. It'll be a Raven throw. Ello Jr., a 6'1" sophomore. He's from Berlin in Germany. That one out of play. It'll be an NEO goal kick. First night of the year of regular season action. We get an episode of Late Night Ravens. This game not going to wrap up till after 10 o'clock. Corner kick incoming for Coffeyville. And this will be Suzuki to take it. Man who allegedly may have the go-ahead goal. He sends it into the box, and NEO defends it well. They back out to Suzuki. He sends another cross in, and that one did not miss by much. Lara was beat, and that was Rosito with the shot right there. Donnie Rosito, the freshman defender, who came very close to making it 3-1 Ravens. Coffeyville playing with the lead, but a one-goal lead, and this one doesn't feel like much. Suzuki. They try to work it to the middle. Ivanitsky was waiting for it, but NEO able to deflect the pass. Still Coffeyville possession. They send it cross side now to Samuel Montero. Out of play, a Coffeyville throw. Ivanitsky tries to get it into the box. Free ball. NEO knocks it up in the air and out of play once again. Ravens putting some serious pressure on that back line right now, trying to get that 2-goal advantage. just about had it mere moments ago. Davi Rosito had Lara beat, but the ball just tucked wide of the net. This one sent in, headed up in the air. Ivanitsky tries to knock it down. He's got two defenders around him, still free. And again, it stays with the Ravens. This feels like a big opportunity for Coffeyville and a big stand here for NEO. That one, a 50-50 ball in there, battling for it. NEO had it for a moment. Now it's still free, and Coffeyville will be called for a foul. It's NEO ball. And we have a Norseman defender that's a little slow to get up. We talked about it early in the broadcast, as I think that might be the guys' post-game meal coming in right here. The 22 minutes to play in this one, and Ravens try to push again. Lev Ivanitsky with a little bit of help behind him, and there it is. Ryo Suzuki puts it home. He's the trailer, and he gets the feed from Lev Ivanitsky. It's the third goal of the night for the Red Ravens, and I can promise you this time it was Ryo Suzuki coming in and scoring for the Red Ravens. The 5'5" sophomore out of Japan was a big part of last year's team. He's a big part of this one tonight. 3-1 Ravens, 22 minutes to go. That's a very unselfish pass by Lev Ivanitsky. He could have had the shot if he wanted it, but he passed up a good look for a great look. And Suzuki able to poke it home. Ravens now with a 2-goal cushion as we're over the halfway point here in the second half. Suzuki's goal comes in the 67th minute. Coffeyville's second goal here of the second half. Throw in here for NEO. They send it to the near side of the post. That one dangerous. Out of play for a goal kick. Yamazaki reached down like he was going to scoop it up, and I think a Norseman might have gotten a toe on it, and it kind of threw everything off. But it is going to be Raven possession, and as you might imagine at this stage of the game, in a game that's been evenly matched and very physical all night, Coffeyville milking every second they can. They send it ahead, Ivanitsky. And Lara going to come in and dive on it. NEO going to need some kind of spark because momentum right now firmly with the Red Ravens. As they send it ahead. That one off of an NEO defender, and he might have taken that off the face. I think that might be what the problem is down there on the field. But it is going to be a Raven corner kick. Leading 3-1, and there's no such thing as a dagger. But you'd feel really good if you're the Ravens if you're able to put one home right here. Into the box, and it's the backline defender. It had beaten the goalie, and the defender kept it out. In a game that's had a lot of impressive plays, the save of the night comes from a guy who's not the goalie. That was very impressive. Fully sprung, saved with his shin on the back line. Ravens once again bring pressure, this time NEO there to intercept it. NEO battle through the fatigue and make this a game. That one sent into the box, and Root Yamazaki will slow it down. And he'll pick it up. It's kind of become a thing for the freshman goalkeeper where, he tries to burn as much time as he possibly can. I mean, that's a high IQ play. Here comes Coffeyville on the attack again into the game. That's number 15, Haruka Kaneko. Sophomore forward out of Japan. That one sent into the box. A rocket. Slipping there. Trying to get the shot off, and hopefully he's okay. Kind of an awkward tumble. And he is slow getting up. Got up with a pretty heavy limp, but now seeming like he's going to trot and be all right. Good to see. If you're Coffeyville, the best thing you can do tonight is go 2-0. The second best thing is to go 2-0 with no injuries. 18 minutes to go. Ravens 3 and Norseman 1. Substitute here for Coffeyville. They'll send in the big transfer midfielder. That's Oliver Nassau, number 26. Free kick here for Coffeyville. They send this one all the way into the box where it's headed away by the Norsemen. And they take possession. 17:45 to go. This one played into the box for Coffeyville. Yamazaki puts everything he's got into it and sends it about 70 yards down the field. Ravens control it as the ball settles down. Elo Jr. finds Nassau. Nassau to Archie Waterland. And Waterland, what a pass that is. Trying to get it to Samuel Montero. That one deflected out of play, and it looks like it's going to be yet another Raven corner kick. Coffeyville, after a start to this one where they were playing a lot of defense, they have flipped the script here as this one's gone on, and Coffeyville's been comfortably on the NEO side here in the second half. Another cross coming in from Reo Suzuki. That one sent away by NEO. Ravens are happy with every second that ticks away, leading by 2 goals as we now sit in the 75th minute. Contact there, Waterland and Arjona get tangled up. A little bit of a shove there from the newest Raven, Oliver Nassau. Team chemistry's pretty high when the new guy comes in defending you. NEO possession here, 15:45 to go. Ravens still applying some pressure, not backing off yet. That's going to be a Red Raven throw-in. That pressure continues to work for Coffeyville. Red Raven throw. Coffeyville has possession again deep in NEO territory. Looking to get something into the box, and it'll be NEO possession. Laura gives it a boot. The Ravens head it back onto this side of the field. More clock ticks. '77th minute now here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Ravens trying to make it a 2-0 night against the Norsemen of NEO. Had a play, and last touch by NEO. If you're just now joining us, NEO led by interim head coach right now, Tyler Dowdett. Tyler Dowdett graduated high school in 2021, one of the youngest coaches in all of junior college. He enters this season 23 years old. That one deflected, sent up, and Ravens keep it out of the box. NEO continues to battle for possession. It's a 1-on-3, and that one out of play, last touched by Coffeyville. I don't know what I was doing at 23, Ryan, but I can't imagine being a college coach. I do know what I was doing at 23. It's not meant for saying on this stream. That one sent into the box, sent straight up in the air, out of play, and it's taken by Yamazaki. Ravens inching closer and closer to an opening night doubleheader sweep. In a rivalry renewed, Coffeyville, NEO, they're going to see each other on the football field. They're going to see each other on the basketball court. It's becoming a nice little rivalry once again here in 2026. Ravens try to get the first punch. That one deflected and still free, and Coffeyville, a nice slide, trying to regain possession, but NEO now marches into Coffeyville territory, just outside the box, now into the box. They play it down low. That one deflected nicely out of play, and it will be a corner kick for the Norsemen. And a half minutes. That cross, not quite where NEO needed it to be. That's a Raven goal kick. We inch closer and closer to the 80th minute here at the Vet, and NEO knows it. They're running out of time. Coffeyville starting to play a little more conservatively on the defensive end. They'll just send that one out of play, burn some more time. That's why Suzuki's goal so big. That second goal where you now have a 2-goal cushion, it really puts NEO in a tough spot. If it's 2-1, it feels like you're one play away from being right back in this thing. 3-1, that puts a little bit, I should say a lot more pressure on you than a 1-goal difference, especially at this stage of the game, which is 10 minutes to go. Into the box it goes. Ravens try to set something up. NEO nicely able to knock that down. It's still free. That's Alejandro Sevilla that got a foot on it, but NEO starts running the other way, and Archie Waterland slows down that counterattack. It'll be an NEO throw. Ahead the Ravens go, looking for one last knockout punch tonight. Just outside the box, they now leave it. Cross into the box. And a contested ball that NEO's going to win. And now here come the Norsemen. Needing a goal here to just get back within one and give yourself a shot at a draw. But not able to hold possession there. Coffeyville has it. They're going to drain some more clock. Ivanitsky. That'll be a Raven throw. Have some more shoving here after the play. Might be some shoving going on next Saturday night, too. Wouldn't surprise me. Raven soccer next in action on Sunday night. They travel to NOC Enid. Take on the Jets. Our next broadcast coming up on Wednesday of next week when we're at the Raven Volleyball home opener. They take on Seminole State. NEO player hobbles to the sideline. Eight and a half minutes remain. Coffeyville throw, and it'll be out of play. Last touched by the Red Ravens. Lara scoops this one up. We saw a number of very quality attacks in the first half for the Norsemen. The Raven defense has done a nice job with mid-game adjustments. Really made it difficult for NEO to really just control possession here in this second half. That one sent up in the air. Seven and a half to go. 3-1 Coffeyville. Goals tonight. Andre Morais, Rhea Suzuki. Headed into the box. Nobody home for Coffeyville. That one sent out of the box. Ravens try to keep it alive and do. But again, cleared by the Norsemen. Finally out of play for an NEO throw. We're going to go under 7 minutes to go. 84th minute. 2-goal lead for the Red Ravens, inching closer and closer to a 2-0 night to start the season. Free kick here coming for the Norsemen on just across half the midfield spot. And coming downhill, this is Jacob Cook. And Yamazaki has no problems with that one. He'll scoop it up. We saw two freshman goalies in net tonight for the Red Ravens, and so far in about 175 minutes, just one goal allowed. Pretty good night for the freshman keepers. Clock stops briefly at 5:23 as we have another NEO player a little slow getting up. Now they are going to... Oh, no, it started for about 3 seconds, and then they stopped it again. That's Cook. Ravens just trying to let the seconds go by. 5 minutes to go here at the Veterans Memorial Stadium. 3-1 Red Ravens lead. Yamazaki knocks that one forward. Battle for possession. NEO fighting for just a chance at a draw at this point. And the Ravens send that one long. Headed to Lara. A first half that I think you could call 50-50 for the most part has turned into a second half that has been controlled by the Red Ravens from start to finish. I think that's a theme from tonight's season openers. The Red Ravens in the first half of the women's game led 1-0. And in the men's game, it was tied 1-1. But the Ravens in the second half tonight across our two games outscored the Norsemen 4-0 here in across our doubleheader. Inside of 3.5 to go. Throw in here for the Norsemen. Into the box. Ravens headed away. Possession still controlled by NEO, but now Ravens turn the corner, and that's going to be a foul. Time is dwindling for the visitors. Not a long drive back to Miami, but it's a longer one when you go home potentially 0-2. And that's what it's looking like here as just 2 minutes and 15 seconds remain on our game clock. This one sent long, and a little bit of a miss hit. That one saved by Laura. There's a rebound, and that one sent high. So a decent chance there at a fourth goal tonight for Coffeyville. And with officially 2 minutes to go, goal kick here for Sebastian Lara. Lara sends it. This one hit first by a Norseman, but then the Ravens come in and challenge. And Coffeyville sends it out of play right to the Raven bench. Heads up, friendly fire right there. Waterland able to take it away. Ravens now running with numbers. As this one comes to a close, Coffeyville maybe trying for the knockout punch, but NEO able to stay in front of that one. Out of play, it'll be an NEO throw inside of 60 seconds to go. NEO keeps possession around midfield. Send it to the near side of the pitch, and that one, nobody home, out of play. It'll be Red Ravens to throw. 30 seconds remain for Coffeyville and what has been an outstanding night to start the season for the Red Ravens. Chipped ahead, NEO able to take it, clear it, and that should do it. Yamazaki will boot it. And good night from Veterans Memorial Stadium. The Red Ravens 3, the NEO Norsemen 1. Coffeyville starts the 2026 season in style with a 2-0 start to the season, a doubleheader sweep of NEO. They will be back in action on Sunday when they take on NOC Enid. I'm Shane Neal saying so long from Veterans Memorial Stadium. 3-1 our final tonight in the men's game. 3-0 the final in the women's game. Big thank you to Ryan Leiker, our executive producer here on the Red Raven Sports Network. Big thank you to our student team as well. Ben Matthews, our on-field photographer, and our camera operators, Esme Smith and Carly Dameron. Red Ravens 2-0 to start the season. Stephen Harrison goes to bed a happy man tonight. Good night from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you next time. You've been watching Red Raven Sports on your home for Red Raven Sports, the Red Raven Sports Network.